Hey everyone, so today we'll be doing a gentle Hatha Flow. This is a good way of relieving stress and also relaxing the body. I hope you enjoy it. So begin on your back with your feet together and your knees separated apart, just to get a light stretch around your hips, opening them up. You can also place your hands on your chest and stomach to get both diaphragmic and chest breathing. Long, deep breaths. We'll be staying here for a while, so make sure you're in a comfortable position with your neck long and flat to the ground. If this position is slightly uncomfortable, then you can place pillows underneath your thighs to make this position slightly more bearable. Otherwise, just focusing on your breathing, slowly inhaling and exhaling. Stomach, then your chest rise as you inhale, and as you exhale, feel it release. Doing this nice and slowly, getting in deep breathing, otherwise known as Ujjayi breathing. Last couple breaths before slowly taking your hands off your chest and stomach, bringing them down to your legs, pushing your legs together nice and slowly, and drawing them to your chest, grabbing your hands and rocking slowly side to side. Now coming back to center and placing your hands on your knees, drawing circles with your knees. Both one way and then the other way, just releasing the lower back and massaging out the spine. Now come back to center, pulling your knees tight towards your chest, then releasing your left leg to the ground, flexing the left foot and rolling out your right ankle, both directions, nice and slowly with control. You can even stretch out your toes here a bit as well. Make sure you go both ways. Straighten your right leg and grab just behind the hamstrings of your super flexible, your calf, pointing and flexing your toe here. Remember to keep your left foot flexed while on the ground. Now pulling your right leg as far up as you can towards your face, trying to get the knee to the nose, and then bending your right knee again, pulling the knee to the right shoulder whilst flexing the right foot for a slightly deeper stretch than previously. Holding here for a couple more breaths before we go into our twist. Now, going into our twist, releasing our hand and guiding the right knee to the left and looking over to the right for our deep stretch and twist. Remember to retain our deep breathing from here, even though our body is compromised by the twist. This will help our digestion and also our ability to breathe in compromised positions. A couple more breaths before we release from this position, slowly unraveling, bringing both knees to the chest, slowly rocking side to side just to release out this position. Now preparing for the other side, releasing the right leg to the ground, flexing both feet to the shins, slowly rotating the ankle both directions, getting a good stretch here. Make sure you go both directions with this ankle roll. Center with your feet and looking to stretch the left leg up to the sky, grabbing behind the hamstrings, or once again the calf if you're flexible, pointing, flexing the left foot. Last couple, pointing and flexing. Where it feels tight, releasing and relaxing this area as much as possible. For releasing your knee to your left shoulder this time, remembering to flex both feet back to your shin for a tighter squeeze. Once again, breathing into the tight areas of your body. Preparing to twist, pulling your left knee over and across to the right. Try and keep that left shoulder down to the ground as you turn to the left. This is a deep twist, so breathing will be compromised, but breathe as deeply as you can and relax into this position, maybe even closing your eyes. Last couple of deep breaths before we look to unravel from this position. Now, letting that knee come back to your chest, both knees clasped with your hands, lightly rocking side to side as done previously. Now rocking forwards and backwards to come up to a seated position whilst massaging out our back in the process. Once seated, we are going to cross one ankle over the top, maybe lifting the calf out of the way for a half lotus position. If not, just remain in a cross-legged position, palms together, preparing for the next sequence. Now inhaling, reaching your palms up to the sky, looking up, then bending over to the right hand side, stretching out your left side. If you can drop your right elbow to the ground for a slightly deeper stretch. Inhale, coming back up to the center, and then going off to your left. Now stretching off your right hand side. Once again, drop the elbow down for a slightly deeper stretch. Coming back up on the inhale, then on the exhale, twisting to your right, so your left hand can go onto your right knee to assist this twist. Try and keep a straight, upright posture. Inhale, coming back to the center, looking up, then exhaling, twisting to the left, right hand on left knee, retaining your good posture. Now, releasing from your twist, inhaling upwards, then exhaling, folding forwards, walking your hands as far as comfortable forwards, just releasing your head to the ground if possible. Otherwise you can place a block under your head if you've got one. Breathing deeply from here, just relaxing into the pose before we repeat it again. Taking your last breath before coming out of this position and changing the cross of your legs. So whatever you had the other way, now do the other side. Just equalize out the hips. Hands to heart center. Just getting in touch for a breath before inhaling upwards, then exhaling over to the right once again, looking up if this is comfortable for your neck. Now coming back up to center on the inhale, and exhale over to the left, stretching out your right side. Once again, you can look up if this is comfortable for your neck. Otherwise, just look down from here. Inhaling up, then exhaling for a twist to our right side with our left hand on our right knee. Remember to have a good posture from here, you don't want to be leaning off backwards. Inhaling back to center, palms go up, and twisting over to your left this time, right hand on left knee, breathing still from here. Inhaling back to center, then exhale, folding forwards once again, just going down as far as comfortable. This might be different on this side, so be cautious how far you go. Just as far as your edge is, not too painful, but maybe slightly uncomfortable to get a bit of a deeper stretch. to be breathing deeply from here, relaxing and letting gravity do its job, stretching out the body. Last few deep breaths, and then preparing to get out of this pose, walking your hands back to your feet, coming to a kneeling position with our toes tucked under, making sure all toes are tucked, and sitting our bum on top of our heels. It's a great stretch, especially if you're a runner. Now palms come out in front of you, pulling your fingers back to your face, then reversing this so that you're pushing your palms the other direction. With all the typing we do on our phones and computers, this is a good stretch for our wrists. Now pulling it back the other way, making sure we're engaging our thumbs as well, pushing back down again, whilst also stretching off our ankles and toes. Shake this off, and once it's shaked off, bring your fist out, and you're going to clench and release your fists, starting off slowly, then building up this pace. You'll start to feel a burning kind of sensation in your arms, but it definitely heats up your wrists and hands in a way that we don't usually get. Gradually increase the speed as we do this. Okay, now getting our shoulder stretch, so left arm will go over, and if you can get the bind, then do so, otherwise just keep your right hand assisting your left shoulder. When you do this, try to keep an upright posture, especially with your neck. Now swapping sides, so right arm goes back and can be assisted with your left hand, or otherwise get the bind. This might be different for each side, so give it a go for the bind on both sides. Now slowly releasing the hands if you got the bind, and coming forwards into a tabletop position, shaking off your feet, which are probably burning slightly. It's a nice release you get afterwards. Maybe stepping 1 foot back at a time, just to stretch off your calves from here. Now find a tabletop position. You're just going to go backwards and forwards in your own time, stretching off your hips and further warming up your wrists. Just do this with your own breath, whatever speed that may be. Next time you come back to center, you're going to rotate your hands round, if possible, and do a circular motion both directions very carefully. If this is not accessible, just do a circular motion with your hands facing forwards. So go the other way very carefully. Last one we'll do is we're going to put our palms facing towards us this time and go side to side, so warming up the other side of the wrists. Once again, take this with great caution. Now shake off the wrists and come back to normal tabletop position. We're going to do some cat-cow, so inhaling, looking up, arching the back, and then exhaling for cat, inhaling for cow, and exhaling for cat, rolling through, creating a curve-like shape. Do this in your own time, moving from cat to cow, nice and smoothly. Next time you go through, come back to center, and bring your right foot outside, both hands, moving your left knee back a bit onto the floor for your runner's lunge position. You'll feel a deep stretch on your hip flexors here, and of course it's great for runners. If you want, or if it's accessible, you can drop to your elbows. If not, staying upright is absolutely fine as well. Remember to focus on your breathing into the areas which are tight. We'll be holding this position for quite a while. Try to get comfortable, let go, becoming comfortable in the uncomfortable position. Remember to keep breathing long, deep breaths from here. If you need to move out of position, then feel free to do so. You're holding this for a couple more breaths. Preparing to come out of the pose nice and slowly. If you are on your elbows, coming back onto your hands and releasing from the position by moving your right leg behind your wrists, so your right knee is behind your right wrist and your right foot is behind your left wrist, flexing that right foot to protect your knee. If you can, come down so your head rests on the floor. Your palms can act as a bit of a pillow for your forehead as well. Once again, we'll be holding this pose for quite a while, so we're aiming to get our hips leveled and lowered to the ground. If you need a block under your right hip, then feel free to place one under. Maybe even a pillow could work from here as well. Otherwise, just relaxing, letting gravity deepen the stretch. This is quite a deep stretch, so just focus on your breathing and be one with the pose. Few more breaths from here. Feel free to come out the pose if you need to. And now releasing out of the position. Tucking our back toe just to get back into a tabletop position nice and slowly, moving however you need to relieve the stretch, and then going on to the other side, so our left foot coming to the outside of both hands and our right knee dropping to the ground. If you want to do the runner's lunge with your elbows on the ground, then feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can stay up on your hands as well. Breathing deeply into this pose. You're free to come out of the pose whenever you want. You're just trying to get a deep stretch here. Now preparing to come out of the pose mindfully and slowly, placing your palms back onto the floor. Moving into pigeon pose, left knee behind left wrist and left foot behind right wrist, flexing our left foot to protect our knee, and then coming down, letting our palms act as a pillow for our forehead. Otherwise you can stay up if this is too uncomfortable. Of course, once again, we'll be holding this pose for quite a while, so get comfortable from here by focusing on your breathing and any tightness around your body. This is a deep stretch, so it may be uncomfortable, but ensure it's not painful. Also make sure that the hips are aligned to the ground, so one hip isn't sagging below the other. But once again, you can place a pillow or a block under your left bum if it is raised quite high. Free to do so, otherwise just focusing on our breathing, remaining in this posture. Slowly come out of the pose, being mindful of the body, just coming back to tabletop position, doing any movements that feel good to you to release, then come down to child's pose, knees apart, toes together, bum back to the heels, and stretching our hands out in front of us. If you want a more active pose here, then make sure the elbows are off the ground. If you want to relax more, then you can let the elbows just come to the ground. We are going to slide our right arm underneath our left arm, just for a shoulder stretch from here, looking towards that right hand. Once again, keeping that left arm either active or relaxed. As well as a shoulder stretch, this also acts as a bit of a twist as well. Now preparing to go to the other side, so place your right hand in front, left shoulder slides through to the opposite side, looking towards the left hand. Remember to breathe from here and make sure that your bum is still going towards your heels. Slowly out the pose, drawing that left shoulder out and your palms out in front of you, back down to child's pose. Then if you wish, you can bring your knees together and both hands can come either side of your body, relaxing your back, getting possibly a more comfortable child's pose variation. If you preferred the other option, please just stay here. Now, preparing just to come out of this position, sitting up, rolling onto our backs with our feet on the ground. Make sure your feet are about a hand's distance away, preparing for a bridge pose, lifting vertebra for vertebra off the ground, and maybe rolling your shoulders under and clasping your hands together for an even deeper back stretch. Holding this position and breathing from here. Slowly unravel your shoulders if you grasped your hands, and vertebra over vertebra come back to the ground. Then windscreen wipe your legs side to side in your own time with your breathing, just getting a bit of a twist, relieving that stretch before we repeat it again. Preparing for our second bridge, lifting our tailbone up first, and then finally raveling our shoulders underneath and grabbing our hands again for our basket grip if you wish. Slowly coming back down again, bringing your knees to your chest, grabbing both knees and rocking side to side as we've done a couple of times in this session. Now both hands come out to the side and both knees go to the left, and if you want a deeper stretch, grab your top leg, so your right leg, in your hand, looking over to the right. Only a couple more poses to go, so just relaxing from here. Both knees back to the center, grabbing your knees and just rocking side to side before going over to the right side with your knees. Both hands out to the side once again. Maybe stretching your top leg, your left leg, and grabbing it with your hand whilst looking over to the left side. Try to keep your left shoulder on the ground. Maybe close your eyes, preparing for Shavasana, resting pose at the end. Back to center, grabbing them, just rocking lightly side to side again if you wish, maybe just flexing your ankles, doing whatever you need before coming to our resting finishing pose, corpse pose as it's otherwise known, letting go. Watching, feel free to stay here as long as you wish. Hope to see you soon for more videos. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you soon.